Okay, here's the car. The damage to the interior will include, I've never had these seats professionally washed. They look better in person than on camera. I mean, this little hook in the carpet was ripped out at some point in its life. And previous owner tried to flock the A-pillars. So there's a residual adhesive up there. And the worst part, not that I don't like Hawaii, but it wasn't done professionally, so there's, you know, screws, small screws holding this up to not sag. Back seats are minty. I haul the kids. They haven't ruined anything yet. Here's a small piece of damage. I don't know what this foam is from. It's like some foam. Yeah, I don't know. I've had the car for a year. I've put over 10,000 miles on it in that last year. So I'm just gonna cold start since that's important. On the exterior, here's the biggest flaw on the exterior is a little paint, kind of whatever you call that. It's super dirty. It rains a lot here, you know that. I guess this might be considered exterior. And then this is the second worst, or maybe first worst part. The car was slammed when I got it on cut springs, and it came in contact with the fender and cracked it right here. Also, previous owner put the quick release. New brakes though. This is the original clear coat on the brakes. It hasn't worn off yet all the way. Maybe a little bit on that one. These are Evo 7 tails, and this one just kind of, I mean, I don't know if that's I'm not a professional. The other one looks great. Yeah, so the SRS light comes on. Previous owner had a harness bar, and I can see that there's a plug unplugged right there. So the collision was a front end collision in Texas in 2016. I never got pics of the damage, but it didn't damage the core support as far as I'm concerned. The front bumper was replaced. I can tell because there's white underneath the paint chips. Some white. And then there's supposed to be a piece of foam that lays on top of the bumper support. So there's a little bit of droop there. There's a little chip in the hood. I never rage any turbo car when it's cold. I always let them warm up. I never bang rev limiter on a Mitsubishi motor. I never bang rev limiter on a SR. But the JZs, we know they can handle that. Sorry this video is so long. I figured it's worth it. One sec. There's a lot of details as far as maintenance. All the oils are fresh. I use Amsoil and Redline fluids since I'm not sponsored yet. This headlight needs help. It's not like dripping water inside, but it needs help. It's Evo 10 blow-off valve. This car hasn't been switched to speed density yet, and that's how I know that it's never been, I mean, that's one of the indicators that it's never been abused or heavily modified. And just the fact that the oil stays oil colored when I change it every 3,000 or so. It doesn't get black like every other car, like the Cummins. You know, that shit gets black. But I'll take it for take you along for a test drive if you're interested. I really need a trailer. I'm trying to go and do Pro-Am, and I really need a trailer to put this bad boy in, and this bad boy when I go practice over at Spirit Peaks. But yeah, I got the Pro-Am cage, I got the 2JZ, I've got the Pro-Am rule book, you know. So that's why I need a trailer. You'd really be helping me out, like big time. Another thing right here is the doors were vinyl wrapped by the previous owner, and I started peeling it off to find out that there's just a slight difference in the colors. So this was a respray that was done pretty well. They didn't, it's one of these areas, they didn't wet sand very well. Yeah, let me know if there's anything else I can do.